time for one last WIP Wednesday of 2025 with everything I have been knitting and sewing this week. First up, I finished this sweater in 4 days, the quickest I've ever knit a sweater. It is one of the rose sweaters by Knit. This is the version with the circular yoke and only one band of color work. Mine is looking kind of lumpy because I have not had a chance to block it yet. I like that there are short rows included and also there are some raglan stitches before you do the sleeve separation, which is usually a modification I'll personally make to circular yoke sweaters. So I like that this pattern already had it. The only part I didn't love is I don't love how the increases are put into the colorwork chart. I wish it was done a little bit more evenly. I'll see how it blocks out because the yarn that I use does have quite a high alpaca content. So I feel like the fluff will hopefully hide some of the wonky looking increases. Another gift knit that is on the brink of being finished is the Nordic mix hat. I had to knit this crown twice because I modified the chart a lot, forgot to include the plain stockinette stitch in between the decreases, and without it, it looked so sloppy and ugly. I basically had to add in 2 extra motifs into this hat pattern chart because it is knit at a very loose gauge, and like all the project notes that I was looking on Ravelry, so many people said it was too tight, they could not hit the gauge, so I just knit it at a tighter gauge. This diamond and zigzag chart are both from the Nordic mix sweater, and with the leftover yarn from this project, I'm knitting a matching cowl. This is a free pattern from Purl Soho. It's just a 5x1 rib, and I decided to add in the 1-row stripes. The stripes are done by heel knitting, so they look very, very clean. I actually really like the wrong side of this cowl as well. I'm going to ask my brother which side he wants to like wear outwards, and then I will weave in the ends accordingly. And this was so enjoyable to knit. I want to knit one for myself after this. Lastly, I was peer pressured into watching Avatar, which was kind of boring and really, really long, so I cast on a pair of socks in this Lang jowl, and then I'm doing a contrast cuff, or not a cuff, a contrast heel and toe with this light blue hydrangea colorway from Santa's Garn. My one sewing project of the week has been this storybook swing coat. This is a test project for Matchy Sewing Club. I'm assuming that the pattern will be coming out in January. My collar is just a toile because I wasn't sure if it would be the right length or not, because I did raise the neckline a little bit. I also really like this pleating detail in the back of the coat, but I have a few suggestions from people on how to keep the pleat looking crisp, because currently it is just basted down and I'm unsure how it will look when I remove the basting stitches. I was kind of tight on fabric as well because this is a cotton twill from Joanne, which I can no longer purchase. In its current form, it's giving Target employee uniform, but hopefully it will be a cute finished object.